This video is brought to you by ABC Supply, the largest wholesale distributor of roofing and other select exterior and interior building products in North America. Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. I'm Jill Bloom, Group Publisher of Roofing Contractor, and welcome to our Best of Success podcast show. It's such an honor to have with me today Jared Ribble, who's the Vice President of Certification for NRCA. Jared, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, well, thank you. I think this is the first time I've been on your podcast show, I'm starting to wonder what's taking so long, Jill.
I don't know,
on now.
But we're ending it now. Because
that's right.
It's all good now because you're here because we have a lot of great things to talk about. Especially, yes. It's exciting to talk about ProCertification and all the things that NRCA has done. Kind of started with your dad, who back a few years ago, right?
Yeah. Well,
I believe.
Yes. I mean, several years ago, it started with NRCA and our leadership at the time, our leadership contractors. They said, we have a problem in our roofing industry. We need a way to show our credibility.
Mm-hmm.
We
Absolutely.
need a way to show our professionalism. And yes, our roofing contractors all over the country are doing extraordinary work, but we don't have a measurable way to prove our professionalism. We didn't have a measurable way to prove our credibility.
Right. So let's back up for a minute. Tell everybody exactly what is ProCertification.
Okay. It is not a training program.
Okay.
It is a certification program. Now, Most of the time when we hear certification program, we assume there's a training component that's required. That is not the case. Here at IRE, there's great manufacturers all over the place doing great training. There's great training passed down from generation to generation, from rooftop to rooftop. Great training happens all over the place. But we don't have, or hadn't had until now, a way to certify that training has stuck, that training has worked. So a manufacturer, we see this all over the place. They do a great training program, and then maybe that worker leaves that company, or they got to get some subs, some transient labor to kind of help out. And where did that training really go? And is that training really on the roof?
Right.
And we don't know that, but now
you do.
We do.
Okay,
Because,
so if it's not if there's not a training component to it, but clearly if somebody who's been roofing for 20 years, they're trained to a certain they're an expert at certain things. So how does that work? How do they get certified?
Sure. So
I might be jumping ahead, but
no, that's great. Let's do it. Hey, yeah, it is for the professional.
Yeah.
So I've already been trained. Now I want to verify and have my stamp of credibility.
Yeah.
Right. So what you do is you apply into the program, and then we have a hands-on skills test that we administer.
Got it.
Most of them can be done on a mock-up, or you can submit videos of yourself working.
Oh, nice.
So a superintendent, a foreman, an office worker can go up on the job, and we give you a list of everything we want to see. We give you a mobile app that right through the mobile app, take the videos, and it sends it off to our assessors. They watch it, they review it, they score it, and we assume that you're doing great work,
video,
of course.
You can see that they've done it right or not.
We assume because because you're a professional, you're going to pass.
Right.
And then you get that badge. You literally get a badge, an ID card with your picture on it.
Okay.
So as you're out on the job, specifiers are asking for it. Manufacturers are asking for it.
Right.
And some are starting to require it. So you need that badge.
Yeah.
And they're looking for it. So
let's talk about that, because especially when it comes to the architect, the specifier, that consultant, why is it important for them to specify? Because this is a thing now, right? They need to specify, because I think that's what you and I were talking about last week, is they can specify in the proposal that they have a pro-certified contractor. How does that work?
Yeah. So in the specification, a job specification,
right,
there's a whole quality control section. And under that quality control section, there's always several layers of here's what we want on this job to mitigate any of our quality control issues or concerns. Mm-hmm. They are adding, we want a pro-certified foreman and 20% of the crew to be pro-certified.
Okay.
We know that a whole crew does not need to be pro-certified. The whole crew doesn't do the details that are going to leak if they're done wrong. It's 2 or 3 people on that crew are doing the details that will leak if it's done wrong.
Right, the 80-20 rule, right?
Yeah,
there you go.
Exactly. We will always have laborers that are pushing out rolls of material, that are doing tear off. The whole crew doesn't need it, but specifiers are saying we at least need a foreman, and we need 20% of the crew to be pro certified.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And here's the beautiful thing about that for the contractor.
Yeah.
We know that our industry, we have transient labor.
Right.
Shared labor pools. Call them what you want. Subcontract labor. It doesn't matter. It's a shared labor pool.
Mm-hmm.
And so as these workers are moving from job to job.
Right. You want the same guy of that 20% that's doing those details.
Exactly. We, the manufacturers, the building owner, the industry needs to know that who is on that job, that we've got 20% on that job that we know can do the details that could leak and make that roof fail, are doing that. So it really benefits a contractor to be able to, hey, I now know that I'm putting the right people on the job, not just calling us a sub crew.
Yeah.
That, well, they've always kind of done good work in the past, but you don't really know, are they still bringing in the same people, you know? So it's a way that brings all of us a level of credibility.
Yeah. Well, for sure. They've got it for the plumbers. They've got it for the electricians. Why not for the roofing?
Exactly.
I mean, we all know that everything starts, on the roof.
Hey, speaking of plumbers, I got to tell you this story. My cousin, very successful roofing contractor, owns multiple locations, etc. He had a plumbing problem in his personal house. Calls in the plumber. Gets a bid and a quote from the plumber to fix this. And it seemed really high.
Yeah.
To my cousin. And my cousin's like, hey, listen, I'm in the trades. I'm in the roofing industry. I know how bids work. I know how we calculate costs. What's going on with this quote? It's really high. And the plumber said to him, I'm a certified plumber. You're just a roofer. You don't know.
Whoa.
Fortunately, my cousin said, get out. Right?
Yeah.
But that...
For anybody to say you're just a roofer, that's so demeaning. Like,
so that's, I'm going to keep hammering the word credibility.
Yeah.
It's credibility with our customers. In this case, it's credibility with another trade.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We have to have an identifiable way to show we are professionals.
I can't wait till that guy has a roof leak. Because guess what? Guess who's going to end up showing up to his house to fix his leak?
That's exactly.
with his pro certification. Guess what? Well, that is that. You're right. We need the credibility. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk some more about that specifier, though. So how's it going with getting specifiers on board with specifying pro certification?
Yeah. So it's going, grand picture, it's going well.
Yeah. I mean, the ones that know about it so far. I mean, because clearly we need to keep telling the specifiers and architects, this is a thing. They may be specifying certifications for plumbers and electricians, but here now they can specify roofing contractors, qualified roofing contractors, because they clearly, it's hard to know, right, what's going to be there, but they've got to be excited about that. And so what's been the feedback?
Well, the feedback is excitement and thank you that we finally have a quality control measure that matters, that sticks. Master spec. So master spec, the organization where lots of people, lots of architects come to get specs and copy and paste and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. July 2025, every roof system we have a certification for is going to be in master spec. All you got to do is copy paste it, put it right inside your spec.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the architects are just they're saying thank you.
Yeah,
because this is a big problem. We don't know who is on our roofs anymore.
Yeah.
And why is it that we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a brand new roof and it leaks?
Yeah.
You and I know that. Our listeners know, because it's not so much that the membrane or the product was bad. It's that it was the hands that put it on. And hey, listen, we're all struggling to find labor and to develop that talent. I'm taking a diversion from the architects and the specifiers for a second, but when a crew leader has that red badge, what do you think the rest of the crew is doing?
Oh, they want it too.
They want it too.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. So
it's contagious,
back
right?
to the specifier.
Yeah.
When you put it in, yes, you are getting better quality control measures for your roof, but think about what you're doing to help the entire roofing industry in the long term.
Yeah, they're like, I know I'll get that business if I have my card.
That's right.
That's awesome.
And so it you see me get excited about it because it's changing the roofing industry.
I love it.
we don't have to have plumbers saying anymore.
Yes.
You're just roofers.
Right.
Like, we don't have to that. But it takes everyone diving in, jumping in, and utilizing this tool that we've been given.
So by July, you're saying of 2025, it's not going to be in there automatically?
That it is going to be published in the master spec catalog.
So they can click on it.
So they can click on it and choose it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So if architects and specifiers need to find out more, where do they go? What's the website?
NRCA.net. Click on the ProCertification button, and there's a page right there just for you, specifier, and you can download that specification that's in master spec. Like if you are ready now, nrca.net/ProCertification, download the spec language. And by the way, specifier, we do get an email when you do that.
I love it.
And we will contact you and say, how can we help?
Oh, that's great. Very
and,
cool.
and not only how can we help, but how can we help make sure that the best contractors in your area have it?
That's great. Yeah, how amazing. That's
right.
You're brilliant.
Yeah, because what I don't want to have happen is a specifier say, I really like this. I'm really concerned that there's not enough bodies that have this in my market. Well, we're going to work with you on that. We know the contractors. We've got their phone numbers. We can call them up.
Of course, you're at NRCA.
Right. We can call them up and say, we've got a specifier in the area that wants to do this. Let's all come together and let's make it happen.
Well, this is amazing because truly you're also helping that specifier and architect be the thought leader, being the leader, because when they bring that in, that's one more notch in their belt of why their customers should pick them as their architect, because they know exactly how to help find the correct trades to do the job.
Exactly. Thank you for recognizing that.
I love that. That's going to be great. Well, we're so excited to help you tell the industry what's going on, how to get there, how to make it happen, and how to help all these architects and specifiers and contractors be the thought leaders and be part of that. So thank you for all you're doing, Jared.
Yeah, you're welcome. One last thought just about the NRCA, the National Roofing Contractors Association. Right? The National Roofing Contractors Association. And I use that word contractors. That has been who our members are since the 1880s.
Oh my gosh.
But it's important as we're talking to architects, specifiers, that we are here for the entire industry.
Yeah.
We're here to support architects, specifiers, consultants, the design community. We are all in this together. Manufacturers work with us. It is the entire industry. Yes, our name historically is contractors, but it's the whole industry. So work with us. Let us help you. You guys get to help us. We're all in this together, elevating the roofing industry. So come on board and let's work together on it.
Oh my gosh, I love it, Jared. Well, thank you for everything you're doing, and I'm so excited. I love to hear your passion because I can see that this is just elevating everybody in the industry. So again, tell everybody again the website.
NRCA.net.
.net.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. Jared, thank you so much for joining me. And if anybody has any questions for us, it is roofingcontractor.com or buildingenclosureonline.com. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for all our free content. First and foremost, make sure you sign up for our free e-newsletters. It's also free to register for our website so you can see all our content. Follow us on all our social media channels so you can stay up to date in all the great interviews we are putting together, especially like we won today with Jared. But most importantly, stay safe and healthy, and we can't wait to talk to you soon. Thanks again, Jared.
Thank you.